Hey everybody, how are you? Jeff Gelman of Solid Canine Training with my What Would Jeff Do Dog Training Tip of the Day. Tip number 151, special guest. If you saw our YouTube live, she filled in the last 10 minutes. She was here for the whole time. It's Joelle, she's interning at the training center. So, a couple of people today on the YouTube live talked about using the vibrate button. Just for full clarification on the remote collar, shock collar, just for full clarification, we don't use vibrate. I'm not against vibrate, but a lot of people use vibrate because it sounds better than shock or stim. But most dogs that I've ever used vibrate on, and I haven't used on a lot, but I've tried it, they get so nervous and fearful and they start shaking. And you also can't adjust it from high to low. I know there's a collar out there that you can, but your average collar can't. And also a lot of dogs, when they're in drive, will blow through vibrate. So if you're using vibrate because it sounds better than shock, my opinion, everything is basically my opinion that I talk about, it's a disservice to the dog because you're not shocking the dog. So it's not gentler, it's not friendlier. If I hit vibrate and I see my dog totally freak out, what's so friendly about that? So we don't use vibrate. I think it's hard to educate a dog on what vibrate means. Sometimes people use vibrate as a precursor to a punisher. You can do that. Sort of like some people use tone as a precursor to a punisher. I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of times though, since you can't adjust it, you really can't start low, it's too high right off the bat, it works against you. So if you're using vibrate because you think shock is mean, I can't tell you what to think, but what I can say is that's human brain, not dog training brain working. And if you're using it because you're afraid to use shock wrong, why aren't you afraid to use vibrate wrong, right? So just think about that. A little tip. I want to be able to give you all these little tiny tips as well as big consensual tips. Conceptual, did I say consensual? I was just thinking about, I'm not going there. So I think it's really, really important that we understand though that, and also tone, a lot of times people will use tone, but they're like, my dog doesn't do anything. Tone has no meaning. It's like the whistle. I assure you, if I whistled with a whistle, my dogs wouldn't recall back to me. Now, could I train them that the whistle means recall? Absolutely. Just like I can train them that the word here means recall. I can train them that, like, I don't know, banging a stick against something means recall. So, but just by itself, it's not going to do it. Jeff Gelman, Solid Canine Training. I'm madly in love with you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.